Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Welcome back. Glad to be back as the heat is the story of the day.
Oh my gosh.
74 degrees right now, and a heat advisory is in effect today from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and we could see heat index values as high as 105 degrees. So very dangerous weather conditions for kids in school. And already today, we have Jackson Public Schools, East Jackson, Vandercook Lake, Napoleon, all having early dismissals. Michigan Center Junior Senior High, early dismissals, but not the Kiker or Arnold schools. They're air conditioned.
Let's take a look outside at our hometown heating, cooling, and more camp. Hometown heating, cooling, and more is going to be very busy today, I can tell. I wonder if the news stations in Texas are delivering the same information on a heat advisory because it's that hot every single day. Are we overreacting?
No, it's not an overreaction because it's very dangerous to be out. And for instance, this is my advice: don't work out outside today.
That's very good. A lot of the athletic practices were canceled last night due to the heat, and I'm sure a lot of that'll happen today. My daughter had soccer practice last night.
It wasn't canceled?
No. And I was talking to Coach Josh Walls, Barker Weber Insurance Agency's Joshua Walls, and I said, "Don't you know how hot it is?" And he said, "Yeah, I do. I was playing in the JAMA golf outing all day." So he played in the JAMA golf outing in the 90 degrees, and then coached soccer from 6 to 7:30 in his pink golf polo.
Well, he was steeled to the heat.
He was. He was well hydrated, but there was some shade. So yeah, be careful out there. It is hot, stifling.
We could see some thunderstorms and showers today. Slight chance before 4, and then again after 5. So between 4 and 5, when there are no showers forecast, it's suggested you go to the Center for Family Health. They'll be having the ribbon cutting for their new walk-in clinic. It will open in September, I think September 9th. Yes, but today you'll be able to see it in advance of its opening. The ribbon cutting at 4:30 from 4 to 6. Go by, tour. There'll be light refreshments. And we'll be there. Hope to see you as well.
I shall be there today. Our show today brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They're in their 3rd generation of being family owned and operated. Vermeulen's would be a great store to go in today.
Stay cool.
To just stay cool. Maybe hide in one of the dining room areas and just relax. Very cool inside Vermeulen's.
There are cooling centers, and Jackson Area Transportation Authority is offering free bus rides to the cooling centers. So if you're without air and you want to get some refreshment, just hop on the bus. It's free today to cooling centers. One of the cooling centers is Westwood Mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Brandon, we got to go to the...
We've been talking about so much lately.
Brandon went to the mall.
Let's just go.
Brandon went to the mall.
Let's just go. We're going to slide over to the mall.
Okay.
We're on the same road as the mall.
Yesterday,
Can we see the mall from the Skycam? Or are the Nelson Towers?
No, you can't. You can't. You cannot.
I don't think you can.
Yesterday, a new Major League Baseball record was set.
This is crazy.
You're not going to believe it. Red Sox catcher Danny Jansen became the first player in Major League Baseball history to play for 2 teams in the same game.
What?
As he took the field for Boston in the Blue Jays 4-1 win. It was the resumption of a June 26th game interrupted by weather. He was playing for the Blue Jays at that point and had been traded to Boston shortly after. But wait, it gets even better. He ended up playing both sides of a single at-bat.
What?
Well, yeah, when Jansen substituted into the game to catch for the Red Sox, he settled in behind the plate for an at-bat in which he'd started as the batter.
This is crazy.
Isn't that amazing?
This is crazy. I still won't watch baseball, though, after that. But I do love these stories. There's another story. This fan caught 3 foul balls in one game.
Wow, lucky man.
Yeah, Oakland Athletics. So that was great. That was great.
You
And
know-
then Brandon's, you're not a Tigers fan. I learned this morning you're done with the Tigers. I totally get that. Do you know the Tigers' record?
I would say it is 40 and 72.
Actually pretty good.
Was it pretty good? What is the
They're
record?
about 500.
They're about 500, a little better than that. So they still have that Ordonez.
I wish, guys. Or that Cabrera.
In honor of Danny Jansen playing both sides in the same game, I thought I'd ask you a couple questions about people who have had contradictory roles in the past.
Great.
Name the football player who played both defense and offense, who won back-to-back Super Bowls with the 49ers
Deion Sanders.
and then the Cowboys. Who?
Deion Sanders,
That's it. Deion Sanders. Who
the
won?
greatest college football coach of all time.
Deion Sanders. He's lining up NILs for his
He
kids.
is. He's got Warren Sapp leading the defense.
Who
Everything's
won the
good.
Best Actress Oscar for Monsters Ball, and the same week won Worst Actress Razzie Award for Catwoman?
Oh. I can picture her. Can you give me a hint?
Her first name sounds like your last name.
Holly Berry?
That's it.
That's not who I was picturing. But very good. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, good. Hey, remember we used to go to Top Golf?
I went, a couple times.
Yeah, you went to the one in Charlotte.
Charlotte.
You know,
yeah.
Callaway bought/merged with Top Golf in a $2 billion valuation in 2020, Bart. Since then, stocks dropped 40%.
Well, people fall off.
People fall off. The food is not great. It's
No.
expensive. It's
Service is
gimmicky. It's too big.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought about how they were going to pay the heat bill for all those places. So very expensive. But they're still opening them up across the country. So there's been some talk that they're going to downsize and put little Top Golfs at golf courses around the country. We'll see.
In between golfs.
We'll see. The last time we went to the Top Golf in Charlotte, North Carolina, and there were probably, 20 people there on the Saturday night?
Well, it was about midnight.
Oh.
It was kind of late.
Oh, I didn't know. So, but either way, Top Golf's in trouble. I don't think we'll be getting one anytime soon here.
The first Sheets in Michigan opens today.
I'm going to tell you about my first experience with Sheets. My Uncle Don was getting married in Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It's 18 years ago. And a lot of the cousins decided that they'd carpool. We left from Jackson. It was me, your son, Sarah Godfrey, Andrea Godfrey, and Andrea Godfrey's then boyfriend at the time, Greg Bauman. Thank you. Greg was in dental school at the time, and we saw a sign for a Sheets. I'd never heard of it. And he reached up, dragged my wheel off the road, and we stopped at a Sheets, and it was a whole thing. And he ordered, that was the gimmick. I'm going to order a special sandwich, and then they're going to spit it out a tube, and I'm going to eat it. So I think people go there for the food.
You can't beat Kelly Express.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you can't. You really
literally, that's the best place in
can't.
the
Yeah, it
world.
is. Today, Untold Sign Stealer debuts on Netflix.
Good, this gives us something else to watch, Brandon. We've been watching The Untolds.
Yes.
You should like this guy.
87-minute
There's a lot for you guys.
documentary marking the first time that Connor Stallions has spoken publicly about the scandal.
I believe Connor's parents are educators in the Lake Orion public school system, and I think Connor is the new defensive coordinator at Detroit Mumford. So I'm
Yes.
looking forward to watching this. This is going to be great. And as a Michigan State fan, you've got to be locked into this. You've got to be locked into this. If you're a Michigan State, Notre Dame, or Ohio State fan, you're going to be loving every second of this. So.
Yeah. The Mega Millions jackpot is at $575 million today. Stop by Kelly Express and get your ticket.
Did anyone find out who the 48-year-old gal that won that 2.7 at Royal Liquor was? No?
I haven't.
I haven't found out. If anyone knows, let me know. I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see what new car that woman would buy. Because that would be one of the things I think people would do, that if they won the lottery, first thing they go get that car they've always wanted. You know, if you win 2.7 million, you can get any car you want. It's not that big of a deal. What car would you get?
I would buy a retro Ford Bronco restored.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What would you get?
I'd get a Kia Sportage. You used to play the lotto, right? What was the lotto game
Well, when
you
it
played
gets
when we
up
were...
to like $2 billion.
No, you played when we were young. What was the name of that game? Lotto 47?
Lotto. It was just Lotto at the time.
Okay. How much money did you ever win?
Thousands.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. How much money did you spend a week on lottery tickets?
I don't know, 10,
Couple
20
dollars?
bucks, yeah.
10, 20 bucks.
On the big jackpot
On the big jackpot.
weeks.
Good.
Back in the day, we had one lottery, and it was 1 day a week. I think.
Do they still do that noon drawing?
The noon? I don't.
Do you remember they used to have a noon drawing?
For lottery?
Oh yeah, you could buy the early round. You
out of
would like that.
control.
You could get an early round.
Do you know in states that has legalized gambling, the people have stopped investing in their retirement accounts? It's dropped 30%.
Really?
In states that gambling is legal.
Wow.
People are putting their retirement money into sports betting.
Do you think we'll ever have a big gambling
We already
initiative? No, I mean like opioid epidemic.
do. Oh, yeah,
Gambling is a sickness.
It's a gambling. We have a gambling epidemic.
Yes, yes we do.
Because they have B-list celebrities doing the ads for them now.
Well, they also have A-list because I saw Kevin Hart doing one as well. So.
Today's sponsor of the day, we salute Jackson College as kids get back to school. Exciting time this week at JC. Students being welcomed back to a whole bunch of cool new things on the campus. And the air station, for instance. And everything looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. Very,
thanks.
very nice. Pulling into campus, so much different than back in the 80s when we lived across the street
Yeah.
from the campus. It's amazing to see all the changes. So,
Unbelievable
very, very cool.
transformation.
We've got some photos to look at. On Sunday, the ORS race series was at Ella Sharp for the Heart of a Lion 5K run and walk. It was a hot morning.
Hot.
It was hot. But I had a great time. I was there. These are not my photos. These are Shelley's. But yeah, it was a fun event. Very fun event. And to see all the athletes, all the Special Olympics athletes lead all the runners to the starting line. And it was a great race.
I think that that youngster from Hillsdale won again, second year in a row.
What, this fella here?
The guy on the right.
Is he from Hillsdale?
I think so.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. It's nice to see these local runners competing in the ORS race series. It's fun.
Fundraiser for Area 19 Special Olympics. Thanks to all who participated and helped with fundraising. And did you hear the cannons going off on the weekend?
I did. One of the reenactors accidentally texted me a selfie morning of, and I said, hey. They didn't have cell phones back then.
No. They had hot weather for this, but wow, what a cool event.
It's very cool. A lot of work goes into this. So kudos to the event planners and, of course, all the participants. I think they had over 400 reenactors.
I think those are fifes. Fifes. They're playing fifes.
Great. They looked like a recorder to me. It's time for Love Living in Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon and the entire Herndon team at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Each week, Heather likes to highlight one of our magnificent assets here in Jackson. And let's talk Labor Day fireworks. Oh my gosh, coming up already, August 31st.
This weekend.
This weekend at the Cascades. There'll be live music by Act 3. Should be a great event. Hope to see you down at the Cascades.
You know, I think I'm going to sign up at the JSO Community Music School for fife lessons.
Do they have fife classes?
They should. Yeah. Well, we get word, you know, the U.S.-Mexican border, it's making a lot of news.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go
Yes.
down and check it out to see what it looks like firsthand.
A whole truckload of methamphetamine was seized at the border crossing in San Diego. It was meth disguised as watermelons. These are not watermelons.
Oh, they didn't even try. It's just watermelon wrapping paper.
Watermelon wrapping paper.
Now, I've talked to some Border Patrol agents. I know you'll find this hard to believe, but I have.
Yeah.
The reason that produce is used so much in smuggling is because you'll get state politicians that we need our produce. They need it. We need it. So they'll just wave them across the border. Like if Oregon needs their produce, they're going to call down and say, hey, quit slowing our trucks down. We've got stores that need this produce. So
$5 million of methamphetamine wrapped in watermelon paper.
wrapping paper from
Where do
Dollar
you get
General.
watermelon wrapping paper?
Dollar General has it.
Wow, 1,220.
Well, I'm glad that shipment didn't get in.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
I bought a watermelon last week at that place on Lansing Avenue.
Perfect.
It's very nice.
Good. It was not wrapped in wrapping paper. It was an actual watermelon.
Watermelon. Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show lined up. We're going to be talking Jackson College athletics with athletic director Courtney Ivan and assistant AD Rick Smith. Stay with us. They'll be right here after this break.